Greetings friends, welcome to this special little video that I'm making to read a little section of my book, Yoga for Witches, that was published this year, March 13th, Friday the 13th it came out, and you can buy it from all good online booksellers, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Waterstones, Blackwell's, and those guys. And the audiobook is also coming out next month, so you can enjoy it via Audible as well. I know I'm also just about to start teaching alongside my regular classes. I'm going to teach 2 specific Yoga for Witches classes, which really focus on little elements that we can draw into our yoga practice to connect to magic, or little elements of yoga that we can draw into our magical practice. So just little ways to connect the two in yoga and meditation. So the sessions will be half yoga, half meditation. They will be free, all on Zoom, which is free to download. So feel free to head over to my website, which is sentiayoga.com, if you would like to join me for some free yoga, free meditation, and a little bit of easeful magic in interesting times. So I wanted to read to you a little bit about the goddess. I, as many of you who follow me may know, trained to be a priestess of the goddess at Glastonbury Goddess Temple. Still working towards that training. There are many years and many levels of that, but I enjoyed a wonderful year connecting to the goddesses at Glastonbury. And I feature quite a lot of goddesses in the book. So this is a little chapter called Goddesses, What, Why and How, just to outline what it is and why it is that I feel it's a great thing to kind of work with the goddesses. I'm including lots of lovely goddesses from cultures around the world. Great, but why and how are they useful for our journey? I'm glad you asked. We may well be familiar with the odd goddess of myth and legend, and with some of the ancient civilizations that once believed these goddesses were responsible for such fabulous natural occurrences as drawing the moon across the night sky. Once, looking upon the marvels of the natural world, our ancestors used what they knew to explain what they didn't. They drew images of beautiful women and imbued them with our strongest traits of courage, passion, power, wisdom, and love. Now we know it's not actually a divine goddess pulling the moon across the night sky. But there is still much to understand about how the universe works, and energies that can't always be explained by science and logic. The moon is still a powerful and beautiful force, and it doesn't mean it's not still very valuable and enjoyable to connect to both the moon's cycles and energies and practices and beliefs of our ancestors in connecting to this energy. What they believed was powerful as well. The goddess archetypes are created from elements of ourselves as humans. So when we connect to aspects of the goddess, what we are really connecting to is elements of ourselves. Goddesses can provide information and inspiration. They can reinforce your ideas. They can provide comforts and encouragement. Sometimes the concept of a goddess can seem abstract, based in intuition and personal belief, inspiration and strengths. Or perhaps it is the energy you want to connect to just within yourself. No deities at all, just your own spirit and the elements of the divine feminine within. There's no right or wrong. You can explore for yourself what the goddess means to you and how this idea may serve you. Connecting with this idea of the goddess as we understand her can be your source of strength, healing, creativity, intuition, nurturing, and wisdom. We may well have lost touch with these qualities as we have stifled our spirits to fit into a modern, noisy, busy, disconnected patriarchal world. Here are just a few practical ideas of how you may bring the goddess into your thoughts or day in some way. And then within the book, you'll find a nice list of some ways you can connect to the goddess. So, for example, bringing an image of the goddess to your altar, and many more. So thank you for joining me for that little snippet of Yoga for Witches. I hope to see you soon. Please do join me for a free yoga class if you wish, or connect with me on social media. So thank you for joining me, my darlings. Namaste, witches.